Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, two things recently came to my attention. Number one was that I haven't built a huge MOC in a long while. Number two was that I haven't built a second modern house yet, so I thought, why not? But before I get too far ahead of myself, I do want to mention that this video is in collaboration with Jack the Lego Maniac. He's a super cool guy who builds sick MOCs, and he did an amazing job with his modern house. But without further ado, let's take a look at this behemoth of a MOC. First off, some statistics. This house is my biggest MOC ever, coming in at a whopping 48x48 base plate, with over 40 minifigures. A little challenge for you is to count how many there are exactly, and the first comment to get it right gets a pin and a follow. But yeah, there's 2 floors with fully decorated interiors, a space to park your car, a garden, and even a pool. Taking a look at the front, you'll see there's a sidewalk that uses a very simple technique, where you basically flip tiles around to give the sidewalk some extra texture, and I think it looks very nice. There's a lamppost, a bench, and some people walking around, including 2 dogs who have just vandalized the sidewalk. You can see that to enter the house there's a very secure gate, which doesn't actually open, and a really cool hedge spanning the entire front of the house. So behind the hedge there's a huge garden which takes up most of the front, and there's a lot of colorful flowers in a flower bed. There's also some grass and some of these really nice mini trees. Coming up from the gate there's a nice path to the front entrance, but to the left of that there's a driveway that takes you to this nice shaded area where you can just park your car, and there's a little separate roof for it. If we make our way to the back of the house, there's some greenery on the right, and there's really nice pool where you can just chill, or you can be one of those really annoying people who cannonballs and gets everyone wet, which isn't me, no sir. If you get hungry from all that swimming, you can head over to the deck and use the state-of-the-art burger making station, comprised of condiments and a grill, and there's even a mini fridge, where you can grab a Red Bull to be extra hyped when the hour after eating passes, and you can go swim again. Now taking a look at the house itself, the outside is fairly self-explanatory, but there's a nice and subtle sand green base, where the walls then transition to tan, and throughout both floors there's a sort of strip made of rock to give the build some variety. There's also an area to the side with a lot of cool window patterns, and it allows a lot of sunlight to come into the house. Now if we take off the top floor and the roof, you'll see this area is all very spacious, and as you come in I made a classic Japanese entrance where the hall is at a lower height than the rest of the floor, so I also included some shoes that the guests have taken off where they come in, and at the back there's a little shelf. If you take the steps, you come into the kitchen / dining room, where on your right there's a very sleek elevated table with some bar stools around it and a lot of free food. On the right there's a fully furnished kitchen with sink, drawers, cabinets, oven, and stove. I now realize as I'm recording that I forgot to include a fridge, just like last time. Well, that's a cool callback. If you make your way across to the other side of the house, you'll find yourself in the living room, which has a few couches for the boys to chill on and a leather armchair, and there's even a coffee table in the center, packed with magazines for the old people who get bored of socializing to read. Across from that, there's a super antique fireplace with roaring flames and a nice mantle. So that was the first floor, now let's look at the second one. The walls are this light purple color, which honestly looks amazing, and I added some dark tan accents to vary the color. You can see that the rocky texture area is continued for consistency, and once again there's quite a few windows. Inside there's a corridor going through the middle. Once again I realized that there's no stairs to go up, but who cares. The corridor has dressers on each corner, and there's 3 doors. The first one takes you to the bathroom, which has a sink made with a new technique I experimented with, and it ended up looking really nice. There's obviously a toilet and a little shower. The room next to it is the children's bedroom, which is impossibly cramped, with a desk, a dresser, a wardrobe, and a little red bed for all the Minecraft gamers out there. The last room is the master bedroom, which has another large dresser, a big desk, and a king-size bed, and to top it all off, there's a walk-in closet to store all of your Gucci and Supreme merch. Lastly, there's the roof. It's built with a snot technique and is placed at an angle. There's also some greenery growing on it to add some detail. And that's it. I just talked for 5 minutes in a row, and I need to go drink some water. As always, make sure you subscribe if you like what you saw, like the video if you want to see another modern house, check out Jack the Lego Maniac, and leave a comment on his video saying to subscribe to me and telling him how cool and awesome he is. Check out the Discord and the Instagram, links in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.